Salisbury steak is so easy to make. The main course of our dinner is going to have quite a bit less than 550 milligrams of sodium. We have company tonight. So I've got 1.5 pounds of 93% ground beef, 1 egg, half of an onion chopped. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of dried minced garlic in here. 1/4 cup of panko. Then I have Heinz no salt added ketchup. Gives great flavor without the sodium. 2 tablespoons or a couple squirts in there. Mix this up and fry it. We want it to fry quickly. I set the temperature on my stove for about medium-high because I want to char these. I don't want to cook them all the way through. I want them to simmer in the gravy and keep those flavors inside the meat. It actually makes quite a bit. You wouldn't think you'd get this much out of 1.5 pounds. Make my little patties, and I'm going to char them. I like to use my crock pot. I've got a big one for when I have a whole bunch of people coming. We will have some leftovers tonight. I don't know how much. If it's enough for Johnny and I to have a meal, I will freeze it for that. Otherwise, he can have it for lunch. We can't buy prepared dinners. We have to make our own. My freezer's just got all kinds of stuff in it. Whatever you make, if it's something that freezes well, make a bunch. Then on that day where you're out shopping or going for a ride or just having a good relaxed day, and all of a sudden you think, uh-oh, I didn't do dinner. Well, just reach in your freezer and get something out of there. Really nice to have. Some folks might want 1, some might want 2, some might want 3. I got 12 good sized patties of that. I'm going to brown this. I want it charred a little bit on the outside, not cooked. But I've got my gravy ready to go. The gravy has got 3 packages of herb ox beef bouillon, no sodium. My grocery store or Walmart both carry this. About 1/2 teaspoon of Kitchen Bouquet browning seasoned sauce. It's by the ketchup section in your store. 1 teaspoon has 10 milligrams of sodium. We're not using more than 1/2 teaspoon. Adds a great flavor. In this cup, I've got 3/4 cup of warm water. I'm using bottled water because my tap water's got sodium. 1/4 cup of flour. Mix it up so that I'm not going to have lumpy gravy. But, see my kitchen wedge? Her sole purpose is to make it where you have smooth gravy. A little sign on it, that's what it says. You don't have a kitchen wedge, you're going to have lumpy gravy. In a small frying pan, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter adds great flavor and no sodium. 1/2 an onion sliced and 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms. Saute them in the butter until the onions are translucent and the mushrooms are cooked. They're going to go in our gravy. The meat is charred. That helps it hold together and stay together in the crock pot. All these guys are in there doing gravy. I'm not going to wash this pan. I'm using all this because there's a little bit of pieces of meat, a little bit of onion. We're just using that with our gravy. We're going to use it with the gravy. Let's put our bouillon mixture in. And the flour and water mixture in here. Then we're going to move over to the stove and make our gravy. So, got the stove turned on. When it gets a little bit thick, then I will add the mushrooms and onions that were sauteed in the unsalted butter. We like to make dishes that are full of flavor and low in sodium. That's my goal with all of my low sodium cooking courses. So when this gets a little bit thick, I'll add those, put them in my crock pot, and my dinner is going to be done. Gives me time to clean up my kitchen before anybody gets here. Get my green salad made, a veggie, whatever else I want to do. I might go pull a weed. We don't know. A baked potato along with this is really good. They have no sodium. It's what we do to them that makes them so high. But a baked potato with this gravy or some unsalted butter, you got a fine meal, folks. Fine meal.